So here we are, Easington Colliery, the seaside town or mining town or village where the most wonderful film Billy Elliot was filmed. I'm right in the heart, in the community heart of Easington Colliery now, and you can see behind me, directly behind me here, just rows and rows and rows of former miners' cottages, and to the left of me, also to the right of me, rows and rows of miners' cottages. I'm guessing this open space, this vast open green space, framed or surrounded by the old Victorian miners' cottages, would also have at some point accommodated dozens and dozens, maybe hundreds more cottages. I'm guessing this is an area that was probably cleared at some point. I don't see why, when they were building these cottages, they would have left this vast open space. It's nice though. It's nice that they've cleared some of the houses that are perhaps not needed anymore to create these open spaces. But this is the heart of Easington Colliery now, and I'm sure this area was used in the film Billy Elliot. To be honest though, once you've seen one row of Victorian terraces around here, you've kind of seen them all. And I don't mean that in any negative way, but the Victorian miners' terraces were built very simplistically, very productively. They were there to provide accommodation for the miners, not necessarily to provide any half-decent standard of living. But it's quite nice that at least now the former miners and their families of Easington Colliery have got some open space to enjoy. And I'm guessing once the children come out of school in about half hour, 45 minutes, I'm hoping this area will be a hive of activity, with kids playing football and riding bikes and generally mucking around and being cheeky scallywags, because that's what most kids do. It's quite interesting though, you've got rows and rows and rows of terraces, yet just behind me here you can just see right there near, there's a little electrical substation there. This property here is quite a substantial detached property, so I'm guessing that property may have been occupied by one of the management team or someone slightly higher up in the rankings of the running and management of the Easington Colliery. But here we are, guys, for those of you that have never been to the northeast of England, the industrial heart of the former mining community. Here we are. This is where the film Billy Elliot was filmed. This is where young Billy grew up. This is where Billy's mother sadly passed away. This is where Billy's father did his very best to bring him up. This is where Billy's brother used to give young Billy all the unnecessary hassle and shit. But it's something quite sentimental, also something a little bit emotional here, to think what this place would have been like in the 60s, 70s and half of the 80s before it was shut down by the Conservative government as a waste of time. Not only did they close the deep shaft mining pits of Easington Colliery, but they also closed down communities and livelihoods and families. More than just a mine closed here, an era, an end of a chapter closed when Easington Colliery was eventually closed down. But it then became the inspiration for the most amazing film, Billy Elliot, and that's why I'm here.